and welcome to our video series of interviews on women in digital currency. My name is Hayley Stootley. I'm from Perth in Western Australia and I have been in the executive business development industry. I am an entrepreneur, but most importantly, I am a mother of 3 beautiful sons. I'd like to welcome today our panelist, Dana Steady. She's a featured entrepreneur, a mother of 4. She's a featured expert on TV and radio in the online retail industry, a mentor to women in business, and a very, very busy lady who also runs 4 businesses. So welcome to Dana. I'd also like to welcome Bernie Winera, who is a self-starter. She has been self-employed for many years. She's a natural health practitioner and sports therapist who has looked after professional athletes on a national and an international level. She is a mentor and a trainer to an international online business team, a mother of 2, and is also very busy and runs 3 businesses. So welcome, ladies. Now we are super excited to be joined by this particular amazing human. He is the founder of the Coin Lifestyle and New Currency University, the author of the Amazon best-selling ebook, The 7th Disruption, The Rise of the Digital Currency Billionaire. He's the host of the TV show, The Coin Prophet, a busy father of 3. So it is a massive welcome to an iconic leader, a wonderful educator in the digital currency world, one of our favorites all the way from Atlanta, Mr. Tom McM.
Hey, thank you. Great to be here.
It's great to have you. So Tom, today's segment is on blockchain technology. Now this gets me very, very excited. So this is the computer technology that's behind, I heard that the computer technology that's behind the blockchain is 100 times more powerful than all of the Google servers combined, and is one of the most secure financial networks in the world. Can you expand on this for me?
Well, blockchain-based technology, it came about in 2009 when a gentleman by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper, a technical paper, saying that he had created a software program that would be able to be a peer-to-peer system where people could send money to each other without using a financial institution. And pretty much the world laughed at him because the smartest people in the world had never been able to figure that out. And furthermore, nobody knows who Satoshi Nakamoto is. He's kind of an anonymous person, or I don't know. But he created this white paper. The world laughed at him. And a year later, he published a software that started networking computers around the world. And it created a large balance sheet. Like a public accounting balance sheet on hundreds and then thousands and then tens of thousands of computers around the world. And the first proof of concept on the blockchain to run on it was a company called Bitcoin, or a software called Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was published on top of the blockchain. A lot of people think that Bitcoin is the software. It's really not. It's a software that's published on top of the blockchain. Now I'm going to back up for a minute. Okay. In 1990, a guy by the name of Tim Berners-Lee created a software, and we know who he is, but he created a software called TCP/IP. He didn't really create it. It was created in '83, but he brought it public to the general public, and it was called the World Wide Web. It was a software that made the World Wide Web work. Okay, so prior to 1990, the internet was not possible. Prior to 2010, doing bankless transactions person to person was not possible. So there's a direct correlation that you will see between these 2 incredible software development programs that have changed the world. And a lot of people, Don Tapscott says that blockchain-based technology will be the single largest technological revolution of your lifetime. And that's pretty profound considering the Fairchild semiconductor and of course, TCP/IP by Tim Berners-Lee, and to know that an anonymous technologist named Satoshi Nakamoto has created a technology that allows us to do business without using banks is really amazing. And I like to tell people, you know, when I can send money to you without using a bank, that's like me being able to rent a video without going into a Blockbuster video store. And we know what happened to Blockbuster. And I think there's definitely a parallel for people to understand that, hey, most of us don't understand how TCP/IP works, okay? But most of us use the internet, right? Well, we don't need to know how blockchain-based technology works. We just need to know it works. And it does work because it's created one of the most successful investments and successful non-governmental based currencies in the world called Bitcoin. Over $300 million in transactions per day. It's truly an incredible invention, and it's going to revolutionize payments, the way you and I do business. It's going to revolutionize the way your refrigerator buys stuff from Amazon automatically, the way your car buys electricity, the way your thermostat buys electricity from your neighbor's solar panels. It's going to be an amazing technology that is absolutely going to change your lives. But blockchain is here to stay. The biggest companies in the world are getting into it, and I'm just very excited about it.
Tab Scott's book is so fascinating, and I was hoping that you could elaborate on the safety aspects of the blockchain for us.
Yeah, I'll be glad to. I mean, you know, one thing Haley talked about right up front is that the software that's actually running Bitcoin has never been hacked. It's virtually unhackable. I mean, you're talking about having to have about $500 billion worth of energy, and you have to be able to funnel all that energy into a 10-minute period to actually hack the blockchain of digital currency, and that's impossible. To tell you how powerful Google is, the blockchain is 430 times more powerful than all of the supercomputers in the U.S. combined. So that gives you an idea how powerful Google is. But yeah, we're dealing, just like in the United States, we're dealing with magnetic stripe technology, which is something that came out of the 50s. And we have one of the most antiquated financial systems in the world, that when I send money to Perth, Australia or New Zealand, it's going to take 3 days. Whereas I can send money on the blockchain in a matter of milliseconds, and the money's there. It's irreversible. There's no fraud in digital currency. And it's something that it's definitely going to create massive competition for the banks.
This is just absolutely amazing. You know, up until a few months ago, I didn't even know what Bitcoin was. My 16-year-old son came in and I asked him, and he said, oh, yeah, I know what that is. And I'm thinking, my God, how can all these kids know what this stuff is? And us as parents have got no idea. So after looking into Bitcoin, I found out a little bit more about it, and I had a bit of a dubious background to it. So that's when I started thinking, well, how's the blockchain for Bitcoin different to OneCoin blockchain? Is there a better security system, or what's the difference, Tom?
No, I mean, blockchain, anybody can run a blockchain. I mean, Procter & Gamble can create a blockchain and they can run their finances. I mean, remember, the blockchain software is just a public accounting sheet. So if you have a company that has 20 computers in your office, you could run blockchain-based software, and your whole accounting program could be run on this software. So you'd have to develop an application and do some programming to make that happen. But the blockchain is just a large balance sheet that has a plus column, a negative column, and a running balance column. It's actually very simple software. It's actually, you know, TCP/IP that the internet was created on, connected to computers worldwide. That's what made the internet possible. What makes it possible for me to send you money is this public blockchain that exists. Now, Bitcoin has its own blockchain. Ethereum has its own blockchain. OneCoin has its own blockchain. OneCoin's a little bit different. They built theirs behind a firewall, and you have to be a member of their community to be a part of their blockchain. Procter & Gamble will do the same thing. So will Delta Airlines and Virgin Airlines. They will create blockchains for frequent flyer miles. So they can't be defrauded or traded, and they'll have an accurate, basically the blockchain allows you to create your own currency. We could create Bernie coin, Haley coin, Donna coin. We can go create our own coins right now. And if you all have a big enough following, there are people around the world that will be interested in mining the coins and bringing them into existence. And so I think that to answer your question is blockchain is a software that anybody can download. And here's a great analogy for you. The mobile service that powers your phone, the AT&T or Virgin or whatever all service that you all use, that is the blockchain. The currencies are apps that are on top of the blockchain. So currencies are just apps, like the apps on your phone. So when somebody creates a new currency, they're just building an app on top of the blockchain. And again, most of you don't know how TCP/IP works. You don't know how HTML works, yet you use websites every day. And I think this is one of those technical videos that you either go, I don't need to know that stuff. Sounds cool, sounds secure, but I don't need to know it. Some of you will say, wow, the application for this is amazing. I mean, title transfer companies, car title transfer companies, stock markets, insurance agencies could be revolutionized by this, totally disrupted by this software. Uber will be disrupted. I can match up with blockchain-based technology. I can automatically match up. It's already being developed. Uber is already getting disrupted by the blockchain. Airbnb can be disrupted by the blockchain. And anybody, any business that has an intermediary, they can be disrupted. Just like Netflix disrupted Blockbuster, just like Wikipedia disrupted, Encyclopedia Britannica, just like mobile phones disrupted Kodak. This software, this free software that anybody can download, there will be a kid like Sean Fanning who invented Napster. There will be somebody who develops a software on top of the blockchain that will totally revolutionize an industry, and they won't be able to do anything about it. So it's a very exciting technology. I tell everybody, if you want to be back in the beginning of the internet when TCP/IP was created, you are there with blockchain-based technology, because 99% of your friends, if they have never seen this video, they don't have a clue what blockchain is. They think it's probably some Hasbro board game, but it's very exciting. But great questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. I've honestly just been taking notes down here, and I love, this is why we have you as part of this series, because you have taken something that for me, when I first heard about it, it just seems so complex and so confusing, and you have really taken it, you have explained it so simply, and just how profound this technology is just phenomenal. So this is honestly the place to be to get all your questions answered, and to really, I think, get you feeling confident that this really is the way of the future. So I really want to say thank you from all of us, Tom. And so we want everybody to stay tuned, because we'll be continuing a series of videos on the core topics of digital currency with the one and only Tom. We look forward to you joining us, and we also look forward to be able to educate you on this phenomenal technology and just the power of digital currency as a whole. So our next interview is going to be about what is Bitcoin. So stay tuned, everyone. We'll be super excited to have you on board. Thanks, Tom, and thanks, girls.
Take care. Thank you.